continuing from where we left off in the previous video. In this video, we're going to create invoices. I'm going to show you how to create invoices in QuickBooks. We're going to add items to those invoices. We're going to add subtotals, and I'm going to show you how to add discounts to an invoice. So let's get started. Creating an invoice, we go to the invoice, create invoice tab. We click that. Okay. When you first open the create invoice dialog box, it looks like you have a lot of work to do, but don't be worried, because QuickBooks automatically fills the boxes with the customer information you created and the items we created earlier. When you open the create invoice dialog box, is the customer or job. So let's select the customer we created earlier, which is MSI. When I click on the customer, QuickBooks automatically fills in the bill to address and ship to with the address we created earlier. Okay, in this field here is a template. Okay, QuickBooks ships with different kinds of templates to help meet your needs. If you look on the drop down, there are different types of invoices. We got a parking slip, we got a product invoice, we got a service invoice. Changing the template will affect the way these columns are set up. If you look at the columns as I change the template, you'll see that they change. Okay, if I click on the SO invoice, it changes. So but we're going to use the product invoice, so let's use the product invoice. Okay, let's move on. In this field here, you select the date. QuickBooks automatically sets it to the date for today, but this is a company file, that's a sample company file. Okay, you can change the date by clicking the calendar icon and going back to the month that you want. Select the date which applies to this invoice, and down here is the invoice number. QuickBooks automatically increments the last invoice number by 1, but you can also type the number that you want to appear there. Okay, here we got the PO number, the terms with the customer. You can select the sales rep. If you have one, you can add one. You can add a new rep simply by clicking add new. And then here via, you can select if you're shipping via DHL FedEx. You can select the shipping options that you're using, or you can add new if it's not among the options. FOB refers to free on board. This is when the customer is now in charge of their own goods. This is where you stop paying for your shipping. So here you can put the FOB. Okay, QuickBooks automatically pulls the details of items that you created earlier in QuickBooks. In our previous video, we had created an item called Panadol. I went ahead and created 2 more items, and I'm going to show you how to add items to this invoice. To add an item, you simply click on the first cell, you put the quantity. Okay, let's put 20. In the next field, click the drop down to look for the item, or you can simply type the name of the item, which is Panadol. It's here. Okay, the description we put when we're creating the item appears here. Okay, then the unit of measure is there. Okay, you can put the unit of measure, but it's not applicable to this. In this, we put the price. You can simply resize these columns by dragging here and dragging this. This is the price for each. This is the class. You can add the class if you want. And here's the amount, the total. Okay, the total amount. QuickBooks automatically calculates the total by getting the quantity times the price of each. And here you can choose whether the item is taxable or not by clicking tax or none. So select none. And to add another item, you simply click on the next cell, you put the quantity of the item. I created an item called pens, so I'll select that. By typing pens, it's there. The description comes, the price of each that we set, okay, and the total. I can make this item taxable. Then we'll add one more item. We'll add an item. You can create items as well while creating your invoice by simply clicking on the item code and click add new, and you create an inventory part. Okay, let's create an item called, just type tables. Here put the description. Okay, here put the cost. And here put the selling price. Here we select the account where the income will go, sales income. Okay, on hand, can put 40 on hand. Okay, then we save it. Okay, we've added a new item called tables. We can sell some of those tables. Sell 10. Okay. Alright, this is the first of 2 videos of dealing with invoices. In this video I showed you how to add items. In the next video I'm going to show you how to add subtotals and discounts to invoices. Thanks a lot. Don't forget to subscribe.